She trusted her best friend more than anyone else in the world. They shared secrets no one else knew, laughed at things only they understood, and promised to always be there for each other no matter what. But one night, a single message made her question everything she believed about that friendship. Instead of confronting her, she decided to test her loyalty in silence. She thought it would prove her doubts wrong and give her peace. But what she uncovered didn't just hurt, it completely shattered her. And after that moment, nothing between them would ever be the same again. Ava and Mia had been inseparable since they were teenagers, growing up side by side and building a bond that felt unbreakable. They were the kind of friends who didn't need to explain themselves because they just understood each other naturally. Every birthday, every heartbreak, every small win in life was shared between them without hesitation. People around them admired their friendship and often said they were lucky to have something so real. Ava believed that with her whole heart and never once questioned Mia's loyalty. To her, Mia wasn't just a friend, she was family in every sense of the word. And that's why what happened next felt so impossible to accept. Over time, Ava started noticing small changes in Mia's behavior that she couldn't quite explain. The late replies turned into ignored messages, and the excitement in their conversations slowly disappeared. Mia began canceling plans more often, always with excuses that didn't fully make sense. Whenever Ava mentioned her boyfriend Daniel, Mia would suddenly seem uncomfortable or change the topic quickly. At first, Ava convinced herself that she was just overthinking and that nothing was wrong. She didn't want to doubt someone who had been there for her through everything. But deep down, a quiet feeling kept growing, telling her that something wasn't right. If you've ever had a friend suddenly change like this, pause for a second and hit the like button. And if you've ever trusted someone who later gave you a reason to doubt them, make sure you subscribe. Stories like this happen more often than we admit, and sometimes sharing them helps others feel less alone. Now let's continue because this is where things start getting worse. One evening, Ava posted a simple picture with Daniel, smiling and happy, thinking nothing of it. Normally, Mia would be the first to like, comment, and hype her up like always. But this time, there was nothing, no reaction, no message, not even a view at first. Hours passed, and the silence started to feel louder than any words could have been. Then suddenly, Ava received a message from a stranger that made her heart race instantly. The message said, "I don't want to cause drama, but you deserve to know the truth about your best friend." Ava stared at the screen, frozen between wanting answers and being too afraid to hear them. Instead of confronting Mia directly and risking an argument without proof, Ava made a quiet decision. She created a fake account, choosing a random name and using photos that couldn't be traced back to her. Her hands trembled slightly as she set everything up, unsure of what she was about to discover. Using the account, she reached out to Mia casually, pretending to be someone new who had noticed Daniel. At first, Mia didn't respond, and for a moment, Ava felt a sense of relief. She almost convinced herself that maybe she had been overthinking everything after all. But then, a notification appeared, and Mia finally replied. "Before I show you what Mia said, take a second and comment, 'Trust,' if you believe loyalty should never be broken. And if you're still watching, it means this story has you hooked, so don't skip, because the next part changes everything." Let's continue. Ava sat there staring at her phone, unable to process what she had just read. Her mind replayed every memory she shared with Mia, now questioning which moments were even real. The trust she had built over years felt like it disappeared in seconds, leaving nothing but confusion and hurt. Tears filled her eyes, but she didn't even realize she was crying at first. It wasn't just about Daniel anymore. It was about betrayal from someone she loved deeply. She felt foolish for not seeing the signs earlier and angry at herself for trusting so blindly. And yet, more than anything, she felt completely broken. If this part hit you emotionally, don't just watch in silence, share this video with someone who needs to see it. And if you've ever been betrayed like this, drop a comment below. Your story might help someone else heal. Make sure you subscribe for more real, emotional stories like this. Now let's finish what happened between them. The next day, Ava asked Mia to meet her, keeping her voice calm despite everything she felt inside. When they sat face to face, there was an uncomfortable silence that neither of them could ignore. Ava didn't yell or accuse her immediately. She simply asked one question: "Why did you do it?" Mia didn't look surprised, as if she had already prepared for this moment. Instead of denying it, She admitted everything without hesitation, confirming Ava's worst fears. Her explanation wasn't filled with regret, it was cold and almost detached. She said she felt overshadowed for years and wanted something that Ava had. Ava didn't argue or try to fix things after hearing that. She just stood up and walked away quietly. In that moment, she realized that some betrayals can't be repaired, no matter how much history you share. She lost not only her boyfriend, but also the person she trusted more than anyone else in her life. The pain stayed with her, but so did the lesson she would never forget. Not everyone who stands beside you truly wishes the best for you. Sometimes, the closest people can hurt you in ways strangers never could. And learning to walk away from that kind of betrayal is one of the hardest but strongest things you can do. If you've ever trusted someone deeply, you know how much it takes to open your heart like that. But this story is a reminder that trust should be given carefully, not blindly. Pay attention to the small signs, even when you don't want to believe them. Because sometimes, the truth reveals itself in the most unexpected ways. And when it does, you have to choose yourself, no matter how painful it feels. Let this be a lesson, not a fear. Not everyone will betray you, but the wrong ones will teach you the most. And in the end, protecting your peace will always matter more than holding onto the wrong people.